Good morning, everybody. How you doing? I'm Sean Lutz, coming to you from my home studio set up here in Dallas, Texas. Today is November 10th, 2025. This is going to be episode number 11 from See the Light Sports. Detroit Red Wings NHL update. Yesterday, you had the Chicago Blackhawks head into Little Caesars Arena to square off against the Detroit Red Wings, who are slumping here, folks. But let's just jump right into it. Right off the bat in the first period, right off the puck drop, opening seconds, I should say. Dylan Larkin goes off on tripping of Tyler Bertuzzi, and then 59 seconds in, Bedard, sick wrister shot. Man, that kid has some slick hands and a good release. I don't know how he was left that open, but nonetheless, 59 seconds in, when you're slumping in front of your home crowd, that's something you don't want to get off. That's not the start that you want to get off to at all. But nonetheless, we were down 1-0 early. We traded some punches back and forth, and then at the 4:19 mark, Dylan Larkin ties it up 1-1. That lit the crowd up a little bit, gave us some life, got the feet moving, made us start to feel decently. Nonetheless, heading into the second period, after one, we were tied to 1. And then in the second period, another power play goal given up by the Wings with our struggling special teams play. We had Teravainen giving Chicago the lead for the rest of the day. Unfortunately, folks, power play goal 2-1, where it stayed after the second period was still 2-1, heading into the third. And then another power play goal given up. This time it was to Tyler Bertuzzi. This was at the 5:09 mark of the third period, giving the 3-1 lead there. We were never able to recover after that, really. Where they got an empty netter, Blackhawks at the 16:37 empty netter to seal the deal at 4-1. And then another thing that kind of chaps my hide here was at the 19:44 mark, Moore ended up getting another goal, making it 5-1. A little bit sour on that one. So Moore, if I was playing, you'd have a number on your back the next time we square off. I saw no need to score that goal, but you play. I would have shot it in too, probably. But nonetheless, that was a final 5-1, spanked in front of our own crowd. I don't know. It was just one of those games. We had no puck luck at all, zero puck luck. And then I don't know, man. I think the showdown between the brothers, Soderblom, the netminder won that one. I think he really he looked good. It's just another of those games where we run into a goalie that seems to want to steal it. And we're struggling. Let's face it, our special teams are struggling, our offense is struggling, the whole team is struggling. But the beauty in all that is we're still getting opportunities, we're still getting chances. So just like Alex DeBrincat with his struggling on putting the puck in the net, he won a series of games without scoring. But he didn't get all frustrated and get all bent out of shape. He was still getting opportunities, still getting looks. So you keep playing. So as long as you keep getting opportunities, you keep getting looks, and you keep your head up and you keep digging and playing hard, you can dig yourself out of these. Just don't get discouraged and then see those opportunities and everything, get worse. So keep the chin up, boys. Keep playing, keep practicing. And speaking on practicing, we don't play again until Thursday, where Anaheim comes into Little Caesars Arena. So we got, today, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to get to practice so we can work on our PKU, lighten it up a little bit, try to get some more positivity going, work on some of the younger guys, work on our special teams. Let's try to rectify that. But that's, we got 3 days to do it until Thursday night. So let's just kind of look yesterday at the results around the league. You had Carolina 5-4 over Toronto. Let's just do this real quick. Dallas over Seattle 2-1, Colorado 5-4 over Vegas in overtime. And today you don't have that many, not many games going on. You got New York at New York Islanders at New Jersey, Nashville at New York Rangers, Colorado at Edmonton, Florida at Vegas, 10 p.m. Eastern out there. Um, now, now our struggling wings played, man. This is kind of frustrating. On it, we're just not putting the puck in the net, and we gotta start doing this. If you look at our last five, we're 1-4, and one of those wins was the Halloween shootout victory. Yeah. So you're looking at 6 goals we scored in our last 5 games, and then you can really take that 6th goal because one was that was a shootout goal. So we really during regulation, during play, we only put 5 pucks in the net in the last 5 games. You're not going to win much hockey in this league with that kind of offense. And you can't expect your goalie to get a shutout every night. But in our last 3 games, we got 2 goals shut out on one of those. So now the stickler was our special teams play. That was when we were putting the puck in the net in offense. That really helped us get wins because we had a great PKU, and our power play was putting some pucks in the net as well. But that has fizzled the last few days. If you look at yesterday, man, we gave up 3 power play goals. 3. Our PK didn't get the job done, and then we had 5 power plays, and one of them was a double minor on Bertuzzi. We had some good looks, but we just didn't convert. Um, and then during the even strength play, we were just one and done. We wanted to be too skilled, and we were reluctant to play the ugly game. As if your skill game ain't working, let's get down and do some ugly cycling. Let's just chip and chase, get it in there, wear their D down along the wall there, get some cycling and get some pucks on net. Trying to be too cutesy wootsy and waiting for a good shot or a good opportunity, and then bam, it just one and done, and you're back down in your other end. We did way too much of that, but last night we did that, or yesterday, I should say. It was a day game. But let's kind of move on into let's take a look at the standings because it is tight here. In the Atlantic Division, you can see where we dropped. The Wings dropped from the last time. We were in second place. Here we go, folks. Look at there. You got Montreal at the top. We had Boston, Ottawa, and Tampa Bay all leapfrog us. We're down to number 5 with 18 points. Then right below us, you got Toronto there at 17, then Florida and Buffalo. So that's pretty tight. And then moving it out to the conference, you can see you have Carolina there way at the top there at 22, with New Jersey and Montreal top 3 slots in the East there, 22 points. Then below that, you got Pittsburgh at 21, Boston at 20, Ottawa at 19, Tampa Bay 18, Philadelphia 18, Detroit 18. We're in the 9th slot. 9, folks, is outside looking in when you look at the wild card slot. Speaking of wild card, let's just kind of look at that while we're here. Top 3 teams in your division are in, right? So that's crucial that we want to knock Ottawa or Boston out of there, if we can. You don't want to be fighting for a wild card slot. But here we go. There's a wild card. You got Tampa and Philadelphia there, 18 points. We're on the outside looking in there with 18 points, but you can see how tight that race is. From 22 points to 18, you're looking at 4-point differential. 4 points, that's 2 games. So with the parity in the league and how tight all these races are, man, you cannot afford to have a 2 or 3 game losing streak. you could lose maybe 3 or 4 places in the standings or in the slot for the playoffs. So we don't want to be on the outside looking in. Um, the positives on the slump is, we're still in there. Everything is still bunched up with the parity in the standings. So, a 3-game winning streak, gains ground, you know, but I want to be a winning record in our last 10. Um, and we're not. So, you cannot afford to go 500 hockey. Playing 500 hockey isn't going to get you anywhere but golfing in April, and we've done way too many of that here. Um, we need to be making the playoffs, and each game is important, but we need to stay positive, and we need to get our play going, get back on track, and let's do this on Thursday night when the Anaheim Ducks move into town, play the Detroit Red Wings. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up from our Detroit Red Wings NHL update. Number 11 from See the Light Studio, See the Light Sports in Dallas, Texas. Have a great day, everybody. Remember to be kind to each other, be nice, and see the light. I'll catch you on the next one.